Yo Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well. In this episode, we're going to be taking on Whakarava, bit of a mouthful, in the quarterfinal of the Mutineer Pride Trophy. Now, it's not a big trophy, so I wouldn't really normally come back for anything less than a kind of semi-final or a final. But it's a team we've not played against before, I don't think. So Whakarava, all the way down here in the... So they're all the way down here. They're not actually in any of the active leagues, as far as I can see, because they've not been promoted to them yet. So these are one of the teams that are in the kind of lower league system that I put in the Polynesian lower league, we've got it right here, who can potentially get promoted into the Gold League. So if let's use the season summary. So in terms of who was promoted last time, it was the Taikau Manta Rays who were promoted into the Gold. I don't think I can do the season beforehand. Well, let me look at that. But I think beforehand it was the Rangiroa Sharks as well. So, sorry, they go into the silver, not into the gold. So you can see the Mantas are here. Rangiroa Sharks are doing all right in the Gold League. And next season, I imagine probably Whakarava or Tuamotun will also get promoted as well, so they'll start to be part of the active scene. But they are part of the cups and things like this. So they're a Tuamotun side, and we're going to be taking them on. So I thought we'd just play that nice quick episode against Whakarava with a little kind of crown motif. I really need to sort these kits out. That's a little bit blurry, that isn't it? It's not great. When you look at the squad, they're all greyed out because they've not been promoted. They've not filled the team. So it should be a nice, easy win against them, but it's an opportunity just to talk a little bit more about them. If we look at the schedule, just to kind of catch you up on what's happened so far, because the last match we played on camera was the 3-3 against the Mangareva Shellfish, where we threw away that lead against the kind of muddy side. We then lost 2-0 against Mahisha, the Eruptors, which was a bit of a pain. Pulled it back and won 2-0 against the Turtungegi Wings, who we used to manage in FM19 in the second round of the Mutiny Trophy. Then we managed to beat Maria Island 3-1, so it looks like we're getting back on track. We shot up the table, and then we lost 2-0 to Tapai. We're all over the place this season. So if you look at the league, 8 games played, 10 points. That's not fantastic. We are now 3 wins essentially behind Humpbacks. And close to being the same against Taha as well. Tetero and Manuel got a game in hand, so they could be sort of extending the gap there. So we've not started that well. I mean, we've not been terrible, but we're expected to do a lot better than this. Season preview, we're predicted 7th as it stands. I think 7th is a little bit less than what our board's expecting. So the board currently want us to win the Premiership, so they are disappointed with how we're going. So we do need to pull it back in the league soon. The Cup, they want us to get to the final, so hopefully, unless we cock things up completely, we'll be on the way to that with this match. But it's just a little bit... I'm not nervous yet, but I'm not convinced by the way we've been playing currently, so we'll have to see how this one goes. Eske's picked up an injury, so we'll have to bring him off for Alwyn Morris, who's a little bit unsettled because he's not playing enough. He wanted to go on loan to the Humpbacks. Should not blame him, they're a good team, but it's not quite going to work out for him. Let's go to Vea. But there's not much else we can do. We've got a lot of players who are playing in the kind of youth matches, which means we can't call them up, so we're a little bit thin on the ground, but we also don't have much in the way of spare wage budget. We're over, so we do need to be a little bit successful this season, just so they'll overlook the fact that we're financially running them into the ground slowly. We're not doing anything horrific. We did bring in that money when we went to the Club World Championship, but it's not how they want it to be, I think. Right. Oops, my phone going wild. There we go. We are favourites for a reason. Let's see how we get on with them. Natural choice. You can last the full match. Blah blah blah. and away we go against Whakarava. So, I've got my guidebook. I can tell you a little bit about what it says about Whakarava, which will make you... Why is my phone still on this? No. So a little bit about Whakarava here. So one of the largest and most beautiful atolls in French Polynesia. Alright. Stuff of South Seas fantasy, heavenly white and pink sand, ruffled coconut trees, and an unbelievable palette of lagoon blues that are the norm here. So I hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are, but it's not as good as Whakarava. Supremely relaxed atmosphere, great place to unwind, lots of high energy distractions like snorkeling and diving, which most places have. What else has it got going on? There is a grey turret. Looks like it's on loan from a medieval castle, which is a lighthouse no longer in operation. Part of the Tuamotun Islands in this. Lots of snorkeling, lots of grey sharks, black tips, manta ray, tuna, and barracuda in the passes. So I've missed almost all of the first half by telling you that, but I can see we've got 15 shots to their none, so it's just a matter of time, I think, until we score. They're called the Whakarava Kings in the game because Whakarava has historical links to the old kings of Polynesia. Sorry, my phone keeps going off, but I can't turn it on silent because I'm waiting for a call to potentially go and visit someone in hospital. But obviously, none of my relatives understand how to send one message at a time rather than just sending 10 in a row. Because of that, I've not said anything to them. They'll be fine. They know that I'm not pleased that we're not winning. In terms of league performance, the team's not doing amazingly well. They just have any depth to massively change it. I think we just need to gather some momentum. So Tahiti's going to help us there, getting on the end of that. Whipped in, and he's put it in. Reasonable delivery, terrible defence. Like I said, they're not a great team. We should be beating them more than we are, by more than one single goal. I am tempted to start using my Belfast battering ram tactic, where there's 3 up front, because we do have a little bit of choice in the way of strikers, more so than we do probably attacking midfielders actually. So in terms of personnel, it works, but I don't want to be using the same tactic for absolutely everything if I can help it. Good long ball. Tony brings it down, out wide. Tatoyaki, Papin. There we go. So now we've got that comfortable. And I think we can make some subs now. So let's bring on Barbier for Tahiti, Yakite for Martinez, and Uatahi for Renard. What have I done? Something's gone wrong. That's not who's meant to be in for. There we go. I hate it when that happens. There we are. 5th goal of the season for Papin. He's doing alright. Martinez not as well, but we are playing different position to out-and-out strike, which is where he got his 33 odd goals last season. One last chance to get an extra goal. We don't need any extra, it's just a knockout. We'll be going to semi-finals. We can have a look and see who we might be against as well, because there are still some strong sides around. And also in the league, we've demonstrated it doesn't matter if a side's strong or not, we can still lose. Yakite, Papin, just over. I'm hoping we get some good youth intakes this season. I think last season they weren't fantastic. There we go, 26 shots there too. They were never in it. The Kings completely dethroned. Just some momentum we need. But I did want to show you them. Because they are a new side for us to be dealing with. The other quarterfinal, the Humpbacks have got through. And we're waiting to see who's going to come through out of the Shellfish, Naruto Prisoners, Rangaro Sharks, and Ua Huka Chevres. So that's Marquesa. Tahitian or the Bass Island? Gambier. Completely wrong there. Gambier as well, and Austral Islands. Austral Islands, and we're the Bass Island representatives. So a few different nations still kind of represented in this Pride Trophy. I think we can beat Naruto. I think we can beat the sharks and chevrets. It'll be shellfish and humpbacks, the tricky ones. We've already demonstrated that we can hold a lead against the shellfish, even though they're particularly weak. I've been paid huge amounts of money there. And the humpbacks are doing quite well in the league. They've got some nice players. They've managed to recruit pretty well. Yeah. So we'll play a few more matches. I might actually come back for the humpbacks match and the semi-final. I think that might be a good place to come back and see how we're doing in the league. I'm not worried about getting sacked yet or anything like that. I think we'll pick up some momentum. But if we did get sacked, the game would just carry on. We would just find a different team to go to, maybe one of the newer teams or something like that to build them up. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Apologies for my phone going off all the time. And I'll see you later for another episode.